I'd previously worked on celluloid only, really, and been thrilled, you know, to arrive at the holy grail of celluloid. It was like amazing. So I made the first few films on celluloid, and I made a very big Hollywood film, The Beach, with Leonardo DiCaprio and a big crew. And it didn't suit me at all. I felt it was too much away from me, really, somehow. And so I then saw Celebration. It wasn't so much the film, it wasn't even the look. It was the camera operating, that movement of the camera. And so I got in touch with the guy who shot it, Anthony Dodd Mantle. And I said, I feel like I'm not doing the right thing anymore. Can we do something together? Digitally, which I didn't really know what I was saying by saying that. It was kind of like a new word in a way. And then we came up with this script 28 days later, and we shot it on consumer cameras. But I remember Anthony saying to me, it's all very well working in this format, you know, but he said, I'll never get an Oscar. There was a sequence in it at the beginning where the character Cillian Murphy wanders around a deserted London.
Hello!
And we would not have been able to achieve the film on film because we had to stop traffic. We didn't have the money to do it. So what we would do is we'd just hold the traffic briefly. But because we were on these cameras, we could use 10 of them because they're so cheap. And he could walk through central London, an area of it, and we had 10 cameras on it. So you'd only have to stop the traffic for a few minutes and then you would actually have 10 shots. That was an enormous advantage.
I place cameras around, not coincidentally and not badly and not loosely. I try to control every angle and I know roughly where it's best when it's going to be used. But that said, you can let it run a bit, and because it's digital, you get something.
If you were in a wide shot with a small figure in it, they were just like 2 or 3 pixels. I mean, there was nothing there, they were just a colour. Quality-wise, if you put it up against an exact copy of it on film, the film would be immeasurably superior. But you could shoot illegally and surreptitiously without people knowing. You could do unconventional things. And the rhythm of film, which had been passed on since it began, and crews have learnt, you interrupted that. I loved that freedom. And I got the taste for it then. And I knew once we'd shot that sequence that I was going to work on it now. That was what I wanted to work on. It makes the editor's job extraordinary because they're